Yeah, I want to put out something there that, your cats and pets, they got a lot more sense than you think. A lot of people know this, and this guy, he don't like to be held too much unless I'm walking around. If I'm walking around, he's like, he goes, "Oh, where are we going? Where are we going?" If I'm holding him still, he don't like that too much. He likes to be going someplace. But, I swear to God, they really do appreciate when you treat them right a lot more than you think. And a lot of people ignore their pets and they say, give them food or whatever and that's it. I know some people are more sensitive to them and stuff, but I just want to relate a little story. My sister, when she was in the second grade, she was on her way to school and she's walking up the hill, and there was all this snow out on the ground, and there's this little kitten going meow 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 in the snow, right? So she picked it up and she stuck it in her book bag, and she went to school. And this was in Catholic school, right? So we're all Catholics anyway. Anyway, we're not so evil. Anyway, she goes into school, and the nuns are teaching the class, and you hear this little meow out of the, and it's like, where the hell did this come from? And at first she didn't say nothing, and later on they discovered there was a little kitten in the book bag. So the big investigation, they take it over to the principal's office, this type of stuff. I don't know, she's like 8 years old. And, they either said, well, you're going to have to take it to the kitty pound, or you're going to have to adopt it. So basically back then, considering this was back in the 60s, they didn't have all these freaking rules and stuff like the way they just took the cat home, right? And my mom picked up the cat, and that was our first pet way back when, a long time ago. And, to tell you the truth, that cat was more dedicated than any of them. She was like, I don't know what she was. It was a she cat, and it was probably mainly kind of like a calico. And since it was so small, because it was a kitten, its name was Thumbtack. It was like a little cat, And, so small, you put it in a book bag, it's so cute and all this. And it was in the snow. Somebody just left it in the snow. But, it knew it got rescued. And that was the most dedicated cat going. I swear to God. It's like they know it. They know it. So, basically, I'm going to put this as a, I got my cat from Judy's Pet Rescue in Oviedo, Florida. And I'm going to say this, I don't know if all pet rescues are equal or not, but, this lady seems to be very dedicated to the pets, and I don't know, this cat I got, he seemed like so chill. I don't know what the deal is. He's so laid back. He never does anything wrong. I mean, really, he's just like, he's just a normal cat, he doesn't really, he's not destructive. I mean, I've seen animals that they, it takes them a while to kind of adjust. He's really cool. So, and I think it's because they treat their cats very well. And, it's kind of like what you put out there is what you get back. And it works that way with animals too. So, it's like, I just want to put this plug out there for Judy's Pet Rescue, because I think out of all the pet rescues out there, they probably treat their animals probably even better than the other pet rescues. And if you get an animal from them and you're a type of person that really, cares for cats and dogs or whatever, you're probably going to get something that's really a really good one, that's really well adjusted right from the beginning. I personally, I remember I always had cats when I was smaller and growing up, and I used to sneeze around them, and I used to say I was never allergic to them. And so I went for this guy actually is not a Russian blue. He's probably, they had him listed as a Russian blue. I was just looking for a cat that had less allergens to it. And a blue Abyssinian is, Abyssinian cats don't have many allergens either. But they're very dog-like. And I didn't really know they were dog-like until I read that just recently. And this guy, he follows me everywhere. Holy shit. It's like, even if I go somewhere, he's on a ledge where I made a special ledge for him by the window. He waits for when you come back, and he's like a dog, man. And they say they're just like dogs. It's Abyssinian. It's a pretty popular breed. But if you want a really well-adjusted cat, it's not just how you pick, it's how you treat them too. They'll always come around, or a dog, and that pet rescue is probably one of the best ones around. But I remember that cat, from many, many years ago, many decades ago. And you wish they could live to be 100, you know? But, when my sister rescued this little female girl cat in the snow, all by itself, going meow, 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 it would have been dead inside of a day. It would have never even survived another 24 hours. She put it in her book bag. That cat was, always loyal as all hell. If you want to make a difference between a pet that's loyal and one that's kind of like, pain in the ass or whatever the hell it is. Because some people, they wonder why their pets do these things. They generally won't. They won't do bad things. They say, they crap on the carpet, they do this, they destroy that, they eat the couch, whatever the hell it is. It really has to do with, the understanding you get between your pet and you. It really does. And this guy, I swear to God, he's like the most considerate cat going, but I try to treat him really good. So anyway, but I just figured I'd put that out there because a lot of people have these problems with their pets, and really it has to do with them understanding what's going on. But if you actually not only try to communicate with them, but if you actually treat them well, they'll treat you well. That's a fact. That is a fact. And cats understand too. Some people think they don't, but they do understand. They do understand. And I think this breed that I got, I didn't know he was like there was a dog-like cat. I was just at first I was like, damn, he's like a dog. He follows me everywhere like my little Jack Russell used to do, Jack Shamrock. And he does the same thing, but that's kind of in the breed too, but maybe even more so because, I don't know, I try to treat him pretty good, but very considerate, and it has a lot to do with, how you are to your pet, so it has a lot to do with it.